Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. So Ethereum seems to be performing quite well against our support area and a possible wave 2 low. However, at this stage, I cannot fully confirm to you that we are in the wave 3 yet. Again, I did talk a little bit more about the higher time frame price action in the previous video. Don't really want to do that again in this sort of midday update. There will be one more later anyway. In short, I think we have finished here. Currently, I'm see it that way, that we finished a wave 4 on Wednesday and that we are now in a wave 5 of possibly a higher degree third wave in which we can move higher. I did also issue a statement earlier to the channel members on Telegram and Discord to decide, to explain a little bit more my strategy around it in a concise way, and the risk that we're currently facing and the possible opportunities to scale in again if we fail through or if we fall through this micro support here. I did that throughout the last few days anyway, so you should have all that information, but it's just sort of in a very concise way. So if you want to get these updates, maybe check out the channel membership for regular updates like these. But either way, nothing has changed really to the previous video. We have a possible 1-2 setup, hit the 50% retracement here, and we're now moving up. Now, we're not really moving up in an impulsive way. So that leaves a few options, unfortunately, which is often which is often a situation in a diagonal pattern, because wave 5 can easily unfold as an ending diagonal. So very simply saying is that we can focus on higher as long as this micro support level is holding at 1575. Dropping below that level will put us at high risk of dropping into the next larger support area, which could then be this one for a wave 4, because we could say that this wave 3 or wave 5 of 3 was already finished when we hit new local highs this week. Did explain that all in previous videos. So it could be finished because we fulfilled the minimum requirements of that fifth wave of the third. So if we lose micro support now, against we can still extend further in the wave 5, and that is what I would personally prefer at this stage. But if we lose micro support, then we have to watch if we fall back into this region, which could go down all the way to 1430 pretty much, and that would be another possibility to then trade a fifth wave to the upside. So this is the next relevant support level. But in the very short term, as long as we're holding here the 1575 level, we can focus on higher. In fact, even against the 50% fib retracement at 1630, we can currently focus on higher, because there is a possible count which assumes wave 2 might have finished already. The wave 2 of the wave 5. But price action currently still allows for a deeper retracement, because it can absolutely be that this was just an A wave, this is a B wave, and we come down in a C wave, in a deeper wave 2, and that the wave 2 will eventually sit here. But that's where the pivot points, the fib retracements come into play here, and below 1575 it will just become very unlikely that this is still a wave 2. Well, the other possibility is we are already rallying in a wave 3. If it is a diagonal which is unfolding, then the wave 3 will be an ABC, which would explain the choppy price action here. So we need to confirm the wave 3 is ongoing. We need a break above the previous high, which is at 1714. I mean, that's sort of where we are. What is the target for the third wave? Target for the third wave would be, now we take the length of the wave 1, go to the low of the wave 2, and then we've got here the 1-to-1 ratio as a first target, 1763. I would be looking at that level, 1800 as well, 1815 and 1847 are possible targets. This is a bit more tricky if we are in a diagonal pattern. So I'm going to observe that very closely for you. If it's a diagonal, it can morph into something different easily. So we need to be a bit careful. But for now, the very, very short-term trend is up here. And let's see if we can push through the B wave high next, which would be requirement for the bulls, and the next target for the bulls needs to be to break that 1713 level and then push higher in a third wave. Again, I made you aware of the alternative, which could just be a deeper wave 2, and this would at the moment be my preference, that we can still extend higher, because otherwise this wave 5 is a bit short. If it really finished here with that latest high on Wednesday, that was, I think, Thursday, Wednesday. Yeah, and that's where we are. Not really too much to update. Saturdays are let's say, usually boring. Not always, but they are usually boring. Now, we could possibly also add a bit of a channel here. Yeah, we've got an ascending trend line which cuts through our support area. Bit like what you can see on the Bitcoin chart. The upper channel boundary is not very well defined though, but take note of this channel resistance, and we might react to it once we bounce against it, and it will be pretty much at the height of the B wave high around 1715, 1720. Okay, that's my update about Ethereum. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.